Hey everybody, welcome back to the Syntegrator channel, and this is a Juno 106, but it's not just any Juno 106, it's BT's Juno 106, and it is here to be turned into a Kiwi-106, but this is more than just any old Juno 106 that belongs to BT. It is in fact a very special Juno 106, and I'm going to let BT tell you about it himself. So take it away, BT.
It's BT, and I am making a video about something that's actually a pretty amazing and emotional story for me. I had a synthesizer that was the first synth that I ever got. I worked really hard for this synthesizer. It was a Juno 106, and I got it when I was 12 years old, and I earned the money mowing lawns and delivering the paper over the course of about, I'd say good, 8, 10 months, maybe even a year. And so this was the first synthesizer that I ever owned. Jump forward a good 20 years, and that synthesizer was one of numerous synthesizers that was stolen out of my garage in Los Angeles after we returned from a tour of this binary universe. And this was obviously a very emotional thing for me for many reasons. Most importantly, because that was my first keyboard. Cut forward to the present time, and I scour eBay, amongst other things, looking for some of the instruments that I lost in that robbery, but also, just looking for cool things that would be nice additions to my studio that I may or may not have had over the years, or think would be additive in my music making process. So I had been looking for obviously that Juno 106, my Hartman Neuron, a handful of other things that I never saw again after that incident in Los Angeles. So I have a spreadsheet, and on the spreadsheet I have all the serial numbers for all the equipment that was lost. And I was looking through eBay, and my Juno 106 had a very characteristic marking above the 3. And it was from a bracelet that I used to wear as a kid. I scraped that area of the synth, and I had kind of in the very back of my head that cosmetic issue was there on the face panel of the synth. And when I saw this Juno 106 on eBay, and I noticed that it was in California, one of the first things I noticed is that there was this characteristic mark over the 3. So there happened to be 8 pictures of the synthesizer. So I immediately started flipping through the photographs, and on the 7th picture, it turned out that there was a very detailed and exposed photograph of the serial number of the synth. So I went and I looked at my spreadsheet, and I read the first. It was kind of like winning the lottery, having a winning lottery ticket or something. And I read the first 3 characters, and they were a match. And then I read the next 3 characters, and they were a match. And I thought, oh my God, this can't be the synth that I spent my youth mowing lawns to get my very first keyboard. And it turns out that the serial number was a perfect match. So without doing something to flag the seller, I immediately bought it for the asking price of it. It's kind of water under the bridge. I just really wanted this instrument home. It has an incredible amount of sentimental value to me. So I bought it immediately, and it came to me really well wrapped and arrived in perfect shape. And so this is a little story about my first synthesizer, the Roland Juno 106, and how Tony from Sidecraft is doing an amazing rebuild to my first instrument. We're going to turn it into a Kiwi-106 and get all the bad sort of karma off my synth from being stolen, and turn it into an incredibly useful new studio tool. And so I'm really grateful to Tony and the guys that make the Kiwi add-on to the Juno 106, which, if you haven't checked out, is it's got to be the coolest thing ever that people are doing new boards and modifications for some of these old synthesizers. So I'm really grateful to Tony and the whole Kiwi crew for doing this modification to my synth. So this is the very beginning of that story. So I'm BT, and we'll soon see pictures of my what's going to now be a Kiwi-106, my first keyboard coming home. See you later.